Soviet agents, I demand the banning of their military personnel and advisors now. I demand the banning of all who have come into the communist camp now. I demand the banning of the judgment of all who are the seed of the wicked, the serpent and their seed, the watchers of the God of creation and their giants in the earth, the mechanization of man and the devil of God. Great names of conquerors and a mighty ruling of serious. I am mighty Mahajawan and the Lord of the world. Send your name to the light of day and a very golden governing of Rockwood and Rose of American House. And in the game before the binding of all communities of Rose and the dark ones. And the magnetism of man and let them be judged today. Let them be bound, let them be bound, and go to the court of the sacred day. I demand the black people now upon the seat of the wicked. Let the black people to the seat of the wicked this day in the Rose of America. Especially all communities who are determined to serve the light bearer there. Those of it, I demand the banning of all enemies of the light. I demand the banning of all forces of Antichrist this day. I demand the judgment of the day of life without a bargain of you, but the wicked team, and the wicked come forth now. Be the leaders of the world, leaders come forth now. Leaders of the light come forth now. I demand the clearing of this entire hemisphere of the untoward influence of the Nephilim gods and their spacecraft, who have their ray and their psychotronic energy and their hypnosis to turn the people's consciousness pro-communism, pro-liberal, anti-freedom without their even being aware of it now. I demand the banning of that ignorant animal magnetism and that malicious animal magnetism. All sympathetic and delicious animal magnetism now. All sympathizers of Peshu, Alga, and his consort. Let them be bound this day. I demand the banning of the UFOs that hang in the air this day. I demand the banning of the nuclear weapons and the ability to drop them upon us now from satellites. I demand the banning of the Nephilim gods. I demand the banning of the spacecraft now. The mighty name of God. Go to the mighty Arcadia Amazonia. I demand the banning of all alien influence on this planetary home. And I demand the banning of all fundamentalist Christian prayers of malintent directed against the light bearers and our members and all of our students of the ascended masters. Let them be driven back as well. Those who are letting let them be driven back as well. I demand divine instruction to those individuals and those who are of the light. Let them cease and desist from their prayers of malintent. Those who are letting drive back that entire men of Antichrist down. Those who are letting let it be upon them now. Those who are letting drive it back with fire, sacred fire. I demand God freedom for the church universal and triumphant now. I demand the God freedom for the seed of light and the seed of Sodom, Gomorrah, and Central America. And I demand the clearing of the way for those who are the light bearers to take the teachings of the ascended masters of Central America now. And therefore in God's holy name we say, Lord God Almighty, I am a son of the Son on earth, and ever writing things that is say that are right by the judgment of Almighty God upon the seed of the wicked on it. That is why the Lord is the God of the dead of the light. I ratify the judgment whereby the flag is hold, and they no longer have the sword of the agent of the light. And I will say, if it's one of it is nothing in them, and I declare in the name of my mighty and present mighty authority by the name of faith. And because of that, the earth is the I am letting in the presence of the mighty ever with the mighty deal, which is activated in the way that I may be able. And I declare the beginning of meeting with all of those sympathizers, idolaters, and supporters of the sin of the world, seed and west. And I send forth the inspiration, illumination, the education of the heart, and the being of the soul, and the mind, and the level. And like ways of earth, and coming to a son and life, and awareness, and the awakening of an eye from their own God presence. And they shall see and know the same as the world, and the word from the seed of the wicked. And I declare, and I declare the Lord, Jesus Christ, is the power. And I give the something all the right now. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, and of the Son, and of the Son, and of the Son, and of the Son, I am the Lord, and of 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 Bye. Communist Cuba and middle ground thorough. I know the money road, gas road, I know the money one, the one that are done. Find it, money, find it, find it, of the countries and every money sound. I live in the money, well, I'm in the media money, and Central America, including in our own Congress, and I live in the Academy of Congress, and I live in the taking of the ray of the UFOs, and I live in the consuming of the ray by the fire of the United States ray. I live in the money, and I live in the fire of the United ray, and I live in the answer of the United States ray, and the ray of those that are rejecting their mass hypnotism about America and the world. I live in the money of their hypnotism toward degeneration and nothing else, toward rock music, toward drugs, and toward communism now. Booze, everything money, UFOs, and mental God. Booze, everything money, UFOs, and mental God. Final fanaticism and alien aviation, and fundamental Christian of violence. In God's holy name, I live in the body of the resurrection of all of this. In God's holy name we say. In the name of my everybody, I rise and I go, in the name of Jesus, and so we resident in Central and South America now. I live in the cleaning out of human today. I live in the all legal cases and court cases, all those permitting us to do this various activity, and all who would hinder our opportunity to defend the light of the country, and to be defended of America, be the money of the president's benefit. I demand the money of the Democrats, I demand the money of all opposition to our supply, I demand the getting me of our life bearers, and I demand the money of all demons and his enemies, send not the venomous bearers of Melanin. I demand the money of all family members among our members now, and all those that are meeting our staff and our circle of witness now. Those that are fighting against his bearers of Melanin, fighting he was in it, try to back it up and down. Those that are trying to back it up and down. Those that are trying to back it up and down. Those that are behind the entire revelation of the false doctrine of Christianity, by the false hierarchy of Christianity, by the false hierarchy of Mormonism, by the false hierarchy of Sun Myung Moon, by the false hierarchy of Scientology, by the false hierarchy of Rajneesh, by the false teachers of the false witnesses now. I go over the moon, power the mighty world teachers on our midst. I am the carrying of the way with his enemies teaching in America, North America, Central America, South America. Here the way for many, many down, here the way for many, many down, here the way for many, many down. The name of the Father, Son, and the Spirit, the name of the Father, many great. Here the name of my everybody, I present the God, the Father, the Father, the Lord. Here the name of the Father, the Son, and the Spirit, the Father, here the Father, Afghanistan and Central America, in Nicaragua and El Salvador. I demand the getting me of all light bearers in Mexico. I demand the vote of it, I demand the getting me of in this day. I demand the body of all opposition is coming of the nation by the of send your mate, and the message and the jail now. I demand the body of all opposition to our supply, and the getting me of the light bearing of the activity now. They know what the bear of the Melanin. They know what the bear of the fire. They know what the bear of the fire. They know what the bear of the fire. They know even that is anger. Find all anger pitted against the visitor, and the paper brethren in America. Find all anger and hate and creation of America. By those devils in the Middle East. Find the language of the demons and garbage in the Middle East. Find the revolution of the day, find the bottom of the day, find the bottom of the day. Find the time of that clean out America, clean out our Congress now. Over to the bottom of it. Let it move, power to make for freedom, power to such a man and country. From the heart of mighty babies that were down. Those that we don't even know. Those that we don't even know. Those that we don't even know. 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 In the name of the Father, Son, and the Spirit, in the name of the Father, really great. In the name of the Father, 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 in the name of the Father. people this day. I demand spine return to our president and to the representatives of God, freedom in the Congress. I demand the binding of serpent in his seed, and I demand the movement of Archangel Michael to God free those who are our representatives. Place the mighty electronic presence over them of Sana Kumara Gautama Buddha, Lord, my tree of Jesus Christ, and the now. Over every member of our government, federal, state, and local, and I demand the spine necessary to stand up against the tyrants and the authoritarian California Coastal Commission and totalitarianism in Central and South America. I demand the mighty atmosphere of the cause of body to send now and drive back world communism and Marxism. Find the return of the international capitalist communist conspiracy now. Awaken America now. Expose the liar and the lie. Expose the liar and the lie. Expose the liar and the lie. Find those murderers and the murderers and raise up now all that is necessary to assist Central America to throw off world communism this day. In God's holy name we say.
2012.
Having so given this call, I now know whether the sun will ring. God of me of my life, for the city of the great as well. Those for the light, bound for the reading of light, and for evil dwells for the acceleration of light there, and for the judgment of those evil as the serpent, the very God of the wicked of light. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. I am the Son of the Son, and I said to the earth, that the Lord was there, obedience of his Son. I am the new day, when he light, when he knew every one of light and only light, and the other everybody who did purified and very light, for the evidence of the light and honor God. In the name I am that I am, I stand the Son of God in the earth, and who the Son of the Son of righteousness. I am there for the leading of my wings. I am descending by your light, from my glory, Lord, virgin of the Lord of God. In the Lord of my own mighty I am risen. I do not know God, that my younger son, and my son, to be with him out. I do not know God, that I am my fortune, that the base of foundation of my life. In the earth and around, in Nicaragua, El Salvador, Central America, Mexico, America, North America, Canada, Cuba, the Caribbean, Central America, South America, Guyana, every nation in this hemisphere now. I demand a mighty as another son of ring. I demand a mighty as another son of ring. I demand a mighty as another son of ring. I demand a mighty as another son of ring today. Boom, everybody, everybody, do. Boom, everybody, everybody, do. Boom, everybody, everybody, do. I am the drawing of the mighty son of ring as the mighty figure eight low. And I demand the mighty figure eight low around Ronald Reagan and the entire White House, executive and legislative and judicial branches of our government, and all departments and the Pentagon now. Boom, everybody, everybody, do. Boom, everybody, everybody, do. Boom, everybody, everybody, do. Boom, everybody, everybody, do. I am the overturning of the monument. I am the overturning of the monument. I am the overturning of the monument. Almighty God, ever the rich city and captain of seraphic bands, I demand in this hour the move power of the mighty seraphim for the routing of world communism in Central America, and I demand the raising up of the military forces of the United States of America to defend now Central America, to defend the Caribbean, to defend South America now, and I call for the world freedom fighters to join in the action now from all these nations to overthrow and drive back and remove from the Americas every force of world communism, and I demand the banning of their insanity, their suicide entity, and denial into the very cause and core of those individuals who have been hypnotized by their psychotronic energy, by their lies, by their murderous intent, by the UFOs, and by their fanatical and mystical approach to world communism. I demand the binding of their mysticism and their metaphysical approach, the same as Hitler had, to their misuse of the sacred fire and the powers of darkness and of death and hell against the light. Those who are lighting by the occult in world communism this day, by their atheism, by their agnosticism, by all of their black religion now. In the name of Almighty God, I demand the power of the solar ring, and I demand the closing in upon them now. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Spirit, in the name of the Mother, we say, I now go for the name of the Lord, the Lord, the Lion, the Lamb, light of the Lord, the light of the Lord, the Lord, the solar ring, for the leading of my life, the Lord, the Lord, the light of the light, by the power of the solar ring, and I make the power of the Son of God of the earth, give the power of the Son of God of the earth, give me the other of the everybody, and over the name of Almighty God, of the earth, the Son of God, of the Mother, I do the Son of the Son, for the leading of my Son, and for the sealing of every freedom fighter in Central America, especially those fighting for freedom in Nicaragua and El Salvador, Costa Rica, Mexico. This day, and I demand the sealing in the mighty name of light of every son and daughter of God in Central America and in the Caribbean. I demand the sealing of every life bearer, every child of God's heart. I demand the protection by the full power of the Son of God and Archangel Michael this day. Boom, everybody, boom, everybody, boom, everybody, contingents and reinforcements of the Holy Seraphim of the Central Sun. Go to Central America and the Caribbean this day. Go to Puerto Rico. Both have lighting signal the light bearers and the mighty to light. Draw them into the activity of Saint Germain. In God's holy name we decree.